School districts and school administrators, you might want to take notes with this story. So, a California student was bullied by other students, by her peers. But teachers completely dismissed her and claimed that she was just going through teenage drama, young love, yada, yada, yada. But she has reportedly just won a huge payout years after the abuse occurred. So Ellery Irons is now 21 years old, and she reportedly filed a lawsuit against El Segundo Middle School in 2019, and this was due to the constant horrible bullying that she went through. That included a petition that a peer student made that said, "Let's kill Ellery Irons." According to reports, in 2022, a jury found El Segundo Unified School District was indeed negligent in addressing the bullying that Ellery was going through. The bullying was said to have given her horrible mental health issues and other injuries. The district was reportedly ordered to pay Ellery $1 million, and that's in damages. And yesterday, on Monday, June 16th, the California Court of Appeal upheld that decision, and that was, of course, after the school district tried to appeal it. Of course, they didn't want to have to pay her the money. The payout reportedly includes $700,000 of past non-economic damages and $300,000 for future non-economic damages. It was said that the bullying started for Ellery when she was 13 years old. This was in 2017. Because of the constant bullying and harassment, she eventually started to harm herself, and she also suffered from PTSD. I can only imagine. Bullying is no joke. According to reports, she and her parents went to school administrators constantly. They also went to counselors for help because, well, the bullying was taking place on school grounds, school property, and then school supervised field trips. However, all they did was dismiss the concerns as it just being drama over a teenage love triangle. So as I said, the school district ended up appealing the ruling, and they claimed that the jury findings were supported by little evidence. They claimed that her injuries were caused by El Segundo Middle School staff and their failure to protect the former student from others. They further argued that the trial court allowed Ellery to rely on specific provisions of the California Education Code. They tried to say that the court allowed the jury to consider negligent training and supervision theory, and that's when they decided on the verdict because Ellery has dismissed her second cause of action. That reportedly included negligent hiring, retention, training, and supervision. But the appeals court came to the decision that the school district's argument had no merit and ruled that the school district breached its duty to confirm and protect Ellery as a student in the school system. It was also said that the school principal at the time of all of this lied about contacting authorities when she learned about the petition for Ellery's death on June 13th of 2018. Instead, she tried to make it seem like they were doing everything they could, of course. But in reality, they did nothing that entire school year she was being bullied. Ellery's dad called the school. He was absolutely irate over the fact he had not been told about the petition immediately, and he said he was coming to speak to the principal the very next day. Police said they were not called until that following day, just minutes before Ellery's dad arrived to the school to speak to them. It was said the school administrators and district never investigated one single claim of bullying. Ellery's attorney said that every teacher, counselor, and school administrator who touched this case failed not only Ellery, but also the bullies and every other student in that school, and I totally agree. It was said after the ruling in 2022, the district made some changes due to this case. The district added 2 new student safety positions in the elementary school to avoid the same thing from happening again. New security measures were also introduced in all schools in the district, and that was as a result of this case and lawsuit. Ellery reportedly said she was thankful for these events because she hopes it means that other students won't have to go through the horrible things that she went through. She has reportedly gone on to attend the University of San Diego, and she is a junior history major. I'm so happy to hear that at least one court system and jury took bullying seriously, even though the school system didn't. Not enough is done about bullying. Kids are losing their lives constantly due to it, and the fact that school administrators will do nothing to handle it. Let this case serve as a warning that this could indeed happen to you if you are a school administrator or work in a school district. It's time something is finally done. So good job to Ellery and her parents and her legal team for making a change. For more content, be sure to follow and subscribe over on YouTube.